Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The ISUPK, under Commanding General Yahana, presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026, in Houston, Texas. All black Hispanics and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General Yahana. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and war like apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.
Fake love, real hate.
One West.
But we set apart, nigga.
They hate it when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you dead, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. Oh, you can't keep it solid, I ain't fucking with you. Fuck a fake friend, show is over, close the curtain. Told you that they loved you, laughed at you when you was hurting. One thing about that UPK, this brotherhood for certain. Dress you up in all black, urge you up to put that work in. Same niggas that was on the block putting that work in. Abandon that lifestyle, cause now I know my purpose. Coming from a place where a black man life is worthless. 400 plus years, yeah, living out them curses. I blame the so-called leaders in the churches. Was supposed to save our soul, instead they led us to the hearses. Backstabbed and betrayed by the people you would die for. Your family ain't family, so-called friends switch sides on you. Crack and take a knee on your neck, whisper and die, boy. So I stay strapped with the Kaepernick, that's the firearm. Gotta watch your back, you know them demons out here lurking. If I don't know shit, then I know one thing for certain, look. They hate it when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you dead, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. You can't keep it solid, I ain't fucking with you. They hate you when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you dead, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. You can't keep it solid, I ain't fucking with you.
I say fuck the fake love and disloyal behavior. Brotherhood is a weapon, but bitch niggas is contagious. Hating your elevation instead of hitting the pavement. Watching your every move and never give motivation. Situational friendships give way with adversity. And these days, just a little bit of your kindness a luxury. I'd rather you keep your distance, be a fuck nigga too close to me. Prefer to fuck with fear niggas than house niggas with notes on me. Get a shirt off my back for devoted niggas with loyalty. I notice the lack of devoted niggas that's trustworthy. If you ain't in no black, ranked up, I'd give two fucks for free. Death before dishonor is a must. It ain't no choice for me, I'm bred different. Was never one to die, just bullshit, I'm fed different. Fuck all the information out of pulpits, I'm led different. Been taught to follow a code. Israel law, statutes, commandments, freely given, never sold, nigga.
They hate it when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you dead, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. You can't keep it solid, I ain't fucking with you.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man, if you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're
This one West world.
I guess I should ride with Lex.
They talk about man. Oh, go. Yo, it's about time, so no curses to our enemies. You can try to run where you going, it's your destiny. You gotta fall, never rise, that's the melody. What you get to dawn, right? Get another legacy.
If you gotta do the shit, when I do it carefully. You can lose everything you own over jealousy. When I met her, I ain't never sweat her, I just let her breathe. See you down, keep my foot on you, that's not my pedigree. At your throat, I done took her oath, I pray I never leave. I'm a different guy, you're surprised, tucked in my sleeve. Boy, you fucking stupid, sold your seat for some bloody beef. True nation, cut the conversation, better keep it brief.
It's about time, so no curses to our enemies. You can try to run where you going, it's your destiny. You gotta fall, never rise, that's the melody. What you get to witness, the beginning of a legacy.
If it's about time, send them curses to them enemies. You can try to run where you going, this your destiny. Confusion gotta fall, never rise, that's the melody. What you get to witness, the beginning of a legacy. It's about time, send them curses to them enemies. You can try to run where you going, this your destiny. Confusion gotta fall, never rise, that's the melody. What you get to witness, the beginning of a legacy. It ain't that they don't wanna know, we tell them they just won't believe. It's about the journey, I ain't worried, moving at my speed. Saying we ain't much to be desired, gotta disagree. Starting one of mine, then we spinning like rotisserie. Go against the odds, I'm ready, this another victory. Cut different, niggas moving foul, where the referee. Moving like the military, something they ain't never seen. It's a one West world for the people, this is what they need.
It's about time, so no curses to our enemies. You can try to run where you going, it's your destiny. You gotta fall, never rise, that's the melody. What you get to witness, the beginning of a legacy.
Whoop, whoop. We gon' change the world, we won't let it change us. Even when they switch sides and they wanna change up. Fucking with my brother, then your life in danger. Got no fear like I got one in the chamber. Since day one, we been about it, nigga. I've been going hard since the day that I found it. It's 144 to the day the Lord counted. I'ma keep my head up to the day that he crowned it now. Since day one, we been about it, nigga. I've been going hard since the day that I found it. It's 144 to the day the Lord counted. I'ma keep my head up to the day that he crowned it. They want a fame, they want a clout. That's why they doubt. I got them black, I want a class. And I shut my mouth. This was way before polite, before I came to campsites. I came broken and contrite. I just wanted to live right, clean my soul and give my life. Had to give up all my vice. I got a fog out my head. I was raised from the dead. I put down that weed and I cut off my dreads. For before I could lead, I had to learn to be led. Now I'm a bad motherfucker. Walk around and I straight flex on suckers. No one specific, I'm talking to all of you busters. Straight from the gutter, me and my brother, we the long supper. Now, running it like a conductor. Hebrew Academy, I'm the instructor. 14 written all on my cover. Men of war like we hopped at a Hummer. Look like you wanted my trooper could cut you. There is one camp, there is not another. One West, UPK. One West, UPK. One West, one West, one West, UPK. One what? UPK. One what? UPK. One what? One what? One what? UPK. Me and all of my Oyes, hold it, shit down, right here, all day. Shalom, wagwan, sa, passe, is we, damn niggas, yatu, sabe, hey. We gon' change the world, we won't let it change us. Even when they switch sides and they wanna change up. Fucking with my brother, then your life in danger. Got no fear like I got one in the chamber. Since day one, we been about it, nigga. I've been going hard since the day that I found it. It's 144 to the day the Lord counted. I'ma keep my head up to the day that he crowned it now. Since day one, we been about it, nigga. I've been going hard since the day that I found it. It's 144 to the day the Lord counted. I'ma keep my head up to the day that he crowned it.
save all them tapes right there. Yo. And then the reading right here is, she asked if I'm a prophet. I said absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. And when I walk through the door, bitch, you best salute me, best salute me, absolutely. She asked if I'm a prophet. I said absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. And when I walk through the door, bitch, you best salute me, best salute me, absolutely, absolutely.
Bible in my right and a chopper in my other hand.
Everybody is trying to find and recreate their identity of so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Every few years, black people get a new identity.
America wants the black man, the Latino man, the Native American man to his blood, sweat, and tears. They work us to the damn bone.
Come and pay a visit for your last year. I'm truly up. Make a move unless we tune you up. Absolutely, man. We know you cause you ain't fooling us. With them bad bitches trying to cool us.
This whole world was made for blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. And the other nations know it. And because the other nations know it, they make sure to keep us underneath them. Before the fifth angel of the Lord come upon you, black man, Native American Indian man, Hispanic man. You understand? It's about to get oppressive out here. You only have I know, man. You only have I know of all the families on the earth, man. Right? You only have I know, man. So therefore, he will punish us for all of our iniquities, which is our sins, man. Going out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under command of Jerry Hunt. We are not affiliated with any fake Israelite groups or anybody else. Today, we're bringing out the truth of the Bible, that the blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians are the true Jews that the Bible speaks of. That's right.
You gon' spot you, then get you. You don't speak about it, it's not an issue. This one West world got a ring to it. I married the truth, put a ring to it.
Yes, if I'm a prophet, I said absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. And when I walk through the door, bitch, you best salute me, best salute me, absolutely. She asked if I'm a prophet, I said absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. And when I walk through the door, bitch, you best salute me, best salute me, absolutely, absolutely.
All right. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Shalom, Israel. Shalom, Virginia. Shalom, Richmond. Shalom, Norfolk. Shalom, Portsmouth, Chesapeake. Shalom, Williamsburg. Shalom, Danville. Shalom, Emporia. Shalom, Petersburg. Shalom, shalom. We're the Israelite School and Universal Practical Knowledge. Before I get into it, Salakia, of course, listen. I was already going to ask to see if everybody could hear me. Let me get a 1 or 1 West. I got one. I do have one. Let me see if I get one more. Make sure that's not a fluke. Can everybody hear me all right? Can everybody hear me okay? Let me get a 1 or a 1 West in the chat if everybody can hear me all right. Most High in Christ, I got a second one. All right. Shalom. Give a courtesy salute to the brothers. Salaki, shalom. We're the Israelite School and Universal Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, and we are not affiliated with any other Israelite group or any Christian organization. All right, since 1969, we have been teaching the truth of the Bible that so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are God's chosen people. All right, and that very same Bible teaches that the white man, the oppressor, the colonizer is the devil that the Bible speaks of. All right. Tonight is the Lashawan Qadash class, the Hebrew tongue. All right, our true language, what we would be speaking if we were not in these captivities, whether it be America, Central America, South America, Mexico, all of these captivities that we are in, we speak some other language, whether it be somewhere off in Europe, Asia. It does not matter if we are
if you are of the 12 tribes of Israel, all right, you likely speak another language because we are a conquered people. We are a conquered people because we, our forefathers and foremothers did not follow the law, statutes, and commandments. And so we teach the history class on Monday, brotherhood on Tuesday, scripture breakdown with Captain Natazak Lashawan on Wednesday, and then on Friday we teach the Lashawan Qadash, our Hebrew language, so that we fully come back to our heritage and our culture. We fully come back to the Constitution that is the Bible for Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, knowing the scriptures and the breakdowns and washing Christianity off of your mental, off of your practice, off of your habits. Shedding yourself of the world is absolutely important, but just as important as shedding yourself of the world, getting out of Christianity is coming into your culture, your heritage, all right? And part of that, a big part of that, is learning the Hebrew language, the Lashawan Qadash. That's what we do every Friday night, all right? And as we always say, it is extremely important. The link is in the chat. I'm about to put it in the chat again. It's extremely important. All right. Being in the chat is one thing as far as your participation, but coming on stage and actually getting that muscle memory to read and speak the Hebrew is extremely important. It is extremely important. Again, if you are a brother specifically, right, that wants to be a trooper or an officer in the ISUPK, it is extremely important to get that muscle memory to learn how to read, speak, and write the Hebrew. All right, that's something that is, it's a duty, it's an order, it's all of those things. All right. If you are, again, if you understand you're an Israelite, then it's important to take this on and learn it. But if you are a brother in the ISUPK, it is extremely important because it's a duty that's greater for us than the sisters in the school. All right. So we got that link in the chat a second time. I see some folks backstage. So I can bring my brother up. I see my brother. Backstage. Most High in Christ. Shalom. Yahweh Shema Shabrakatah.
Yahweh Shema Shabrakatah. What's going on out of one?
Ain't nothing going on. Just a little bit of work. How you?
I'm too wild about the one. Another day in Babylon. Watching it fall to the ground. That's all.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, Yagadar and I were speaking very briefly early. And if you are in Virginia, you know, obviously this is Virginia class. If you have heard about the matter of fact, if you have not heard about what happened out in Chesapeake, Salaki and Bubba Shah, obviously Yagadar, could you sum that up real quick? Something that happened this week in Chesapeake that just gives us some perspective on the captivity that we're in and how important it is to get in this work and come back to the law, statutes, and commandments in the ISUPK and the commandment Jaya
Kind of one now. Up in Chesapeake, restaurant called Cork and Bull. Cork and Bull, I believe, what the restaurant, a little fancy restaurant run by some Edomites. 9 sisters went there for a Friendsgiving. This new, I'm not really celebrating Thanksgiving. I'm gonna give it a new name, you know what I'm saying, new holiday we done came up with. For Friendsgiving, they go to the restaurant. 2 other sisters are in there and they get the brawling, and I mean brawling, you know what I'm saying. They get the throwing down. They leave before the police get there, the ones who actually were fighting. They leave, they done ate, drank, threw down, they leave, right? The waiter comes up, or somebody in the restaurant comes up to the 9 sisters. You hear them on the video like, is somebody going to break this up? They didn't intervene in it. They was doing their own thing. They were separate from these other 2 sisters fighting. The server came up and told them, well, we want y'all to leave too. And she like, what you mean you want us to leave too? He said, because y'all always fighting. Now, again, these sisters didn't have anything to do with the fight. You feel me? But because they were some sisters and the other sisters were fighting, the 2 that were fighting, they said, all y'all niggas get out. You know what I'm saying? And this is actually what they told them. Y'all always fighting. So they knew that they weren't part of that group that was fighting. They still wanted them out the restaurant as well. You know, now it's other patrons in the restaurant. You guys see white faces all in the background. They don't say anything to them. You know what I'm saying? But they did want all the black people to exit the premises. You know what I'm saying? So the sisters, they got a lawyer. They're suing. But we talked about it on the podcast, before I came on here. And again, it's just showing you. The Bible says that son of perdition has to be revealed. It also says that it's going to be a falling away first. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord is allowing us to fall away from this Christian ideology that we're all the same, that we all bleed red, that God loves everybody. We're all God's children. He's allowing us to wake up from that foolishness. You know what I'm saying? So again, they kicked the sisters out. They got a lawyer now. It was crazy. We were looking at it. When you're looking at the video, you see one of the sisters, she just a dab in her eyes, you know what I mean? And she obviously hurt, feelings hurt or whatever, because that's embarrassing. Again, you know what I'm saying? They came there, just ordered their drinks, just sat down. Now you get marched out in front of the whole restaurant. And unlike the brothers and sisters in the ISUPK, we know we know who this devil is. We know who these people are in the Bible. We know who we are in the Bible, and we know who our adversary is in the Bible as well. But the rest of our brothers and sisters don't. You know what I'm saying? They don't. And so it can be a little shocking. It's unfortunate that we've developed that Christian spirit of being individuals. So not until it happens to me, I don't see it. You know what I'm saying? There's no racism until it happens to me. They really love us until it happens to me, until it's your child, your son, your daughter, your niece, your grandmother. And then all of a sudden, hey, this is unfair. When really we should know that just from the history that we've been here. You know what I'm saying? Just from our past and our history here, we ought to know that we are behind enemy lines, and we need to operate as such. You know what I'm saying? And part of coming here, learning your language, learning who you are, it helps with that. It helps with that. You know what I'm saying? So again, that's right there in Chesapeake. It looked like it was a pretty fancy restaurant. You know what I'm saying? Like I had said, and like I said the podcast before, you know how it is when we go out, right? You know how it is we go out. And them sisters had planned that. They 9 deep, already had drinks. You had to be looking at probably over $1,000 tab. Probably over $1,000 tab. You know what I'm saying? That place got steak and wine and so forth, oysters. You know what I'm saying? I think I saw oysters on the menu. So you probably was looking at about $1,000 tab, and that devil didn't care about none of that. You know what I'm saying? He didn't care about none of that, but he did jump on the opportunity to kick them sisters out just because there was some more sisters that got into it. And the last thing I say about it, one thing that we all need to take away from it, the reason why we all went into captivity is because we are all one family. We're all one family. The prophets went into captivity with everybody else. The prophets went into captivity with the Pharisees. You know what I'm saying? Let that sink in. The Pharisees who set Christ up, you know what I'm saying, wanted Christ to be unalive. When we all went into slavery, they went, and the prophets went into slavery too, the good and the bad. Good, bad, ugly, fat, tall, skinny. It didn't matter. If you were Black, Latino, Native Indian, we all went into captivity because God judges nations. You know what I'm saying? And we have to realize we are one family. What we doing here, that's going to affect another brother or sister. What another brother or sister does, that affects us as well. Once we get that mindset, you know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate them sisters had to go through that. But once we get that mindset, we are all responsible for one another. We'll be stronger. We'll be stronger as a result of it. And coming in here, learning your language, coming in here and reclaiming and recapturing back that part of our heritage, our culture, that makes us strong as well. You know what I'm saying? So that's the long of it, I guess. You know what I'm saying? The kind of what went down out of one. And yeah, right there in Chesapeake. Right there in Chesapeake. I want to say it over there in Hampton Roads, if I'm not mistaken. I've never heard of the restaurant until I saw it, but it looked like, again, it's pretty fancy. I know I won't be frequenting there now. And hopefully at the very least, hopefully they'll never get another Black, Latino, or Native Indian in there ever again. You know, I know that might be a little optimistic. You know what I'm saying? A little optimistic, but hopefully at the very least we won't, you know what I'm saying, go and give them devils our money. But Salaki, I yield.
Most High Christ. Y'all get a brother. Hey, listen. What you said was so heavy. So much of what you said was so heavy. But the biggest thing we have to understand is that we are a nation of people, and what we do affects each other. so often because of integration, because of Martin Luther King, because of everything that's happened to the black community, as far as our community being destroyed and us trying to join with this oppressor, we don't understand so much of it. If you're not in the ISUPK and the Commander General Hunter, you don't understand that really you're on a team whether you like it or not.
That's right.
You are part of a team whether you like it or not. And so many of our brothers and sisters want to be part of the opposing team. They want to be part of the Bible says, envy not your oppressor. I'm paraphrasing. But we are not supposed to want to join with this oppressor. And because we do, these type of things happen. Because we do, these type of things happen where we think we can be separated from other brothers and sisters in the eyesight of this oppressor. That's not what happens. He looks at us collectively all together. And because of that, it becomes so important to come back to the law, statutes, and commandments. Come back into the body and to the sanctuary that the Most High put on this earth in 1969 when he brought the truth back into the earth. It's so important for us to gather ourselves together, as it says in Zephaniah 2:1, because we are our safety. We're our safety, and these law, statutes, and commandments are our safety. And when we understand that we're supposed to be following the law, guess what? We won't frequent these type of places. We'll go to each other's restaurants. And it's not just about economics, but it is about coming together under the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord. So that it's such a heavy point. And to happen, as so many people say, oh, this is 2025. Yes, in 2025, in Chesapeake, in Virginia, these things are happening. And it doesn't matter whether it's Virginia, New York, Detroit, Chicago, Texas, anywhere you can find, Milwaukee, it does not matter. California, if you are not under the law, statutes, and commandments and in this body, you will experience these things and you will be absolutely destroyed because of it. You're not going to understand why. You're going to be caught off guard. All of these things are going to happen because our people think that we're supposed to join with some oppressor. So the water for sharing that.
Hey,
all right.
Lucky, I want real quick. One thing that I don't know if you saw it today. For the first time, did you know that black women, the unemployment rate for black women has passed black men? I've never seen that before. For the first time, the unemployment rate for black women is at 7.5%. Black men is at like 6.3. And again, I've never seen that before. So you would think in this season where Trump fired like 300-something thousand black women federal workers when he first got in office with the end of DEI and so forth. So this is unprecedented. You know what I'm saying? And then they just turned SNAP back on. So with all of these things going on, black women being out of work, SNAP benefits being cut off, you would think that this would be a time where we would start to come together. We wouldn't waste money on things of that nature, you know what I'm saying? And we would come together. But the Lord is forcing us to come together, whether we want to or not. He's forcing the tribes to come together. Charlotte is ICE is in Charlotte right now, running amok in Charlotte. ICE is in Charlotte, running amok in Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? The sisters are losing their jobs all over the earth. The Most High is forcing us to come together as a nation. You feel me? And so again, I just wanted to point that out. It shocked me when I saw it. I've never seen a stat like that before, especially with our sisters. Our sisters are some of the most educated, you know what I'm saying? Some of the most educated sisters there are. And we went through a time in the season where they ain't need no man. And the Lord is like, okay, well, we're going to see what we can do about that. So, again, I just wanted to point that out. I didn't know if you had saw that or not. But, yeah, the Lord, he's definitely drawing a line in the sand. You know what I'm saying? And showing you exactly which team you're on, like you were saying. But Salaki, throw out one.
Most High in Christ, the water. I've never seen that. I've never seen in my lifetime the employment rate be lower for black men than black women. And that's not even by it. That in and of itself, we could probably talk about that for an hour, right? That reality, because the oppressor has no problem setting the sisters up, setting the black woman up to be over the black man, because that's how you destroy a family. That's how you destroy the nation. That's how you destroy communities, because that is out of order. That's not the order of the Most High. And in this society, whoever makes the most money apparently is the head of the household. That's not the way it's supposed to be, right? It has nothing to do with money. But because we try to assimilate with this oppressor, then he said, you know what? You want to assimilate with my culture? Let me give her the money. Let me give her the education. Let me give her the businesses so that she can be then over brothers, and then families are destroyed. So for that to be the case, to your point, is the Most High right, right sizing everything. Listen, this empire is going to be destroyed. It's just a matter of time. It's already began. It's going to come down. It's going to crumble. The oppressor is going to, the entire community is going to burn. The entire kingdom is going to go down. And these are the type of things that are showing us how the Lord is starting to set things in place. Because guess what? And so to your point, obviously, Yagadar, I don't need a man. I'm an independent woman, so on and so forth. And that's cool until your unemployment rate is higher than the average brother out here. Then you might need a man. Then you might need some help paying some bills. Then you might need some help getting some groceries in the damn house. Then things might make a little more sense and be a little more in line the way the Most High wanted them. So these things are coming to pass. They're fast. Donald Trump put things on a fast track for the destruction of this of this kingdom, and Most High Christ for that. God damn it. Listen, these things are going to continue to happen. And the best thing you can do, Black man, Latino man, Native American man, woman, and child, is get in the ISUPK under command of General Yohana, so you can have the protection of the Lord when this kingdom gets destroyed. All right. Most High Christ. That being said, Salaki, we ain't salute the sisters and brothers that came in here, specifically. Yeah. Let's see who's in the building.
Podcast ourselves going on.
Exactly. We got some subject matter we got to get to. Most High Christ. All right, but let's see who's in the building real quick. All right, Aqua Thrive, Most High Christ, Shalom, should see Most High Christ. Aqua Tazarai in the building as well. Shalom. Good to see you as well. Aqua off the bar, Most High Christ, checking in. These are the usual suspects.
Suspects, Most High Christ.
Absolutely. Aqua out of size in the building as well. Most High Christ, good to see you, sis. Damn right. Trooper McCoy Ya'ala is in the building. Damn right. Good to see you, brother, as always. Let's see. Officer 50 Akal Sapar is in the building as well. Shalom, brother. All right. Aqua Zara Kha. Checking in from Norfolk. Good to see you, sis. All right. Let's see. We got Sister Tronda Ellis. Aqua Tronda Ellis. Good to see you, sis. Checking in from Hampton.
Most High
Christ. Shalom. All right. Officer 50 Yabakar checking in. Damn right. Shalom, brother. Good to see you. All right. And as I always like to highlight, my princess Tazarai says, My shalom come out of one yum. Y'all give her a hand.
Shalom Yitawab.
Damn right. Shalom Yitawab. All right, y'all give her a hand, because if y'all have not been in class, right? If anybody's watching, right, this might be y'all first time, second time, what have you. That sister is conjugating the Hebrew excellently. All right, she's done an excellent job. Ma shalom come. Shalom is peace. Ma is how or what. So ma shalom is how is your peace? That's how we say, how you doing, all right? So how is your peace? And then come is you all in the masculine, all right? Khan would be you all be in the feminine. And then she says out of one is teacher, master, sir, Lord, all right? Those are all the equivalents to that word, all right? And then yum makes it plural. So she's asking myself, Officer Yagadar, how is our peace? So Most High Christ for that sister. Excellent job. You have something you want to say, Officer Yagadar.
No, so like I'm just trying to in my head say how would we say give her a hand in my head. So I'm thinking
That's an excellent question.
So
let me see.
Nathan
is give. Yad is hand. Right?
But give her a hand. So would it be like Nathan wa Yad? Nathan wa Yad?
Hold on. Let me see.
Because eventually everybody these classes is gonna be in full Hebrew. One of these days they're gonna be full Hebrew classes. You know what I'm saying?
That is an excellent point. Let me see. Give me a second.
Aquafra got Yad Ha.
You know what? Give her a hand. That's what I was.
Done Yad Ha.
Let me see. Give her a hand. That would be. Let me see. Her hand. That would be her hand.
Yeah, that would be like give her hand. Yad Ha. That's why I was saying Nathan like
Haya'ah.
Okay.
Haya'ah would be the in the Haya'ah.
Haya'ah saying that right? Would be chi. That would be yep. So we could say Nathan Haya'ah. Nathan Haya'ah. Yeah.
I think that would give her a hand.
Nawathan Haya'ah. Nawathan Haya'ah. Yeah.
Yeah, I would go with that. Yeah, Nathan to give. Or you could say Nathan Ha. That's what I was looking for.
Because that's what I was going with originally. Yeah, that's what I was going with originally.
Oh, I'm Salat.
Oh no, you Tawab. I had just do that one there for the present tense or whatever. So I said Nawathan Ha.
Oh, Nawathan Ha.
But I guess you kind of really wouldn't need the Y because you're not really conjugating with an I or we in the beginning.
Right.
So
right. That was my thought.
Yeah, Nathan Hayat. Nathan
Hayat. Most High Christ. Listen. So she real timing it tonight. She real timing
Most High Christ.
Excellent job. Yeah, right. All right.
The brother would be Nathan Wayad. So these brothers, once they get in here, be Nathan Wayad. Most High Christ.
Most High Christ. We're going to start using that.
We gonna ready for the scriptures now. We ready for the scriptures.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we might well start reading. So listen. This is gonna be a review class. It's not gonna be a ton, right? We're gonna do some review. So as we always do, we're gonna go over the characters. All right. We're gonna go over the salutes. All right. We're gonna go over the characters, the salutes. We're gonna pick up where we ended the last time I talked. We were talking about the question words. We're gonna revisit those and show some examples. All right. I think after that, let me see. After that, we're gonna see what time we got, and then we're gonna probably get into some directions, right? We're going over a lot of review right now. A lot of review. All right. After that, we'll probably get into the scriptures. And as y'all can see in the title, the scriptures are Leviticus 27:10 through Numbers 1:24. All right. But after we get through this review, we will likely go into the scriptures. We're gonna get everybody on stage. I see everybody backstage. We're gonna go through the characters first before we pull everybody on stage. All right. But again, the link is in the chat. The link is in the chat. All right. There was something else I wanted to say. What else did I want to say? Oh, here's the deal. So myself and Officer Yagadar have been going through review. Aquathrai is absolutely right. Note taking time, no checking time, all of that. We've been going over a lot of review. All right. And what I'm gonna say is this was not my plan for tonight. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. All right, this was not my plan for the night. My plan was to skip. I mean, we were gonna get to this. My plan was to get to some past tense and present tense in future tense. Officer Yagadar, that's what I was gonna go through. That's what I was gonna review tonight.
Rough stuff.
And there was a request, a plea. There was an ask. There was all of that. But let's not go there yet. Let's do some things, some other things. I'm not saying who it was, but their comment is on the screen right now. And so we were going to get into something totally different. So we're not going to do that tonight. All right. But here's what is going to happen. We're going to get it through as much as we can tonight. And this is what I anticipate between tonight, between Officer Yagadar teaching next week. We're going to probably get through all the review that we need to before we get back into them tenses. All right. So I'm telling y'all to stretch now. Get yourself right. Because when we get into them tenses, we're going to get into some sentences. We're going to do some things. All right. And as we go slack, you go ahead.
Oh, no, you too wild. I would say, because I think we did pretty good on that. I think they have a very good concept of the present tense. So I do think once we wrap up the review, getting to the past tense will be good, and I think it's just a little bit more to the past than it is with the present tense. I believe. I think present tense. Well, it's just different. It's different. It's just different.
It definitely is. It definitely is. And here's the point. As we have been saying for a couple 2-3 weeks now, however long it's been, right? We have been going over this review for a reason. Right, we got new brothers and sisters coming into the school, coming into the classes, and it's very important that we always go back over the basics. All right, we go back over the basics, and so we've been doing that, right? But as I've been saying for, I think this is probably second or third week that I've been teaching. I've been saying, I know Officer Yaga and I've been saying as well. Note taking is important. Making sure that you have a dedicated notebook is important. All these things are extremely important, all right? And we've been saying it so that when we got back through, when we went all the way through all this review, we could then press on the gas and get to these tenses, get to these sentences, start actually formulating phrases as Princess Tazarai did so well.
Yep.
All right, again, we put that comment back up there. My shalom come out of one yam. That's not accidental. That sister has been practicing, and everything that we've gone through, right? That's what we're gonna go through, and we're gonna get to building the ability to be more conversational with it. That's the goal. That's always the goal. As Officer Yagadar said, the goal at some point is to come in these classes, and if there's nobody new in class, right, that we can just speak the Hebrew and get through class. Right, that's the goal. All right, and so because of that, I'm reiterating again: make sure your notes are right, make sure your notebook is dedicated, so on and so forth, and make sure you're rechecking your stuff. Because once we get through all of this, we're gonna press the gas a little bit. That being said, always feel free and be comfortable to ask questions. We talk trash, but you're always welcome to ask your questions, all right? Nothing
wrong with filibustering. Nothing wrong with filibustering.
Off the bar. Nothing wrong with that. All right, ask your questions because that's what matters. All right, that's what matters. If you don't ask your questions, then you might, you're gonna go down the road thinking, maybe you know it, maybe you don't, and then you'll find out later, man, I've been doing the wrong thing the whole time. And if you got the question. I mean, y'all heard this. I've heard it a million times, even when I was in school. If you got a question, 9 times out of 10, somebody else has a similar question. All right, So go on and ask it. Feel free. All right. That being said, like I said, we're gonna get into these characters first, as we always do. After we get through the characters, and then we'll bring sisters and brothers up, and then we'll get through the rest of the review before we get to the scriptures. All right. Officer Yagadar, you got anything you want to add before we do that?
Oh no, you're right. You own it. I think that's a good plan. Next week. So when I jump on it next week again, we're gonna wrap up the tribes. I want to do numbers and colors. That should be good enough for a review, and we'll go from there. Yep.
Most High Christ. So like I may or not have colors. So like I have colors up. So we may not get to that since I know you're gonna get to it next week. And
That'll
we'll
work.
just listen. Yeah, and we'll rock it out like that. Aqua Raya, as normal, is throwing the blue cap up. We all know what that means. She throwing the cap up. She asked for that help. She is backstage. I see a couple other sisters backstage as well. Matter of fact, based on that, as we do, we always, again, being in the chat is so wild. Being on stage is better. All right, so we'll put that in the chat for brothers and sisters to come up. All right, with that, let's get to the characters. All right, and we call the Hebrew characters because they're not. It's not really the alphabet. All right, our characters mean something. We will get into some of that. If you have not been in the Lashawan Qadash, you know, or if you have been in the Lashawan Qadash, you know that our characters mean more. They're not just letters. They mean things given the context of any given word. All right. So we're gonna start with the Ah. All right. Ah. You have your ancient on your left and the Assyrian on the right. Now we're gonna go through these relatively quickly. We'll go through them relatively quickly. If anybody has any question, needs me to slow down, just put it in the chat, and we will do so. All right. But outside of that, we're gonna run through these as we always do. All right. Ah, ancient on the left and the Assyrian on the right. Next is your Ba. Ba, ancient on the left and the Assyrian on the right. All right. Your Ah stands for a lot or cattle, right? Your Ba stands for Bayath, which means tent, but it can also be used for home or house. All right. Again, our characters mean something. All right. We'll keep going. Next is Ga, ancient on the left and the Assyrian on the right. The Ga stands for Gamal or camel, which we always say. All right. Our culture, when we were in the Middle East, right, which is where we are from. We are not African. We are not from Africa. We are from the Middle East, and we had a agricultural community, society, and culture. All right. So you're going to see that a lot of things that these characters stand for have to do with agriculture. All right. So Gamal or camel, which is very important out in the Middle East. All right. Again, that's the ancient on the left and the Assyrian on the right. Next, you have the Da. Da, ancient on the left and the Assyrian on the right. Da stands for Dalath, which means tent flap or door, is what it can also mean, right? Tent flap or door. And that Da, right? We always show the Magan Dawa Da, or what the world ignorantly calls the Star of David, is actually the shield of David. Magan meaning shield, and Dawa Da meaning King David's name. Dawa Da, all right? Which is why you see the triangle in one, the intersecting triangles, all right? That was just King David's signet or signature, all right? Has nothing to do with anything else other than that. All right, let's keep going. Next is the Ha. Ha, ancient on the left and the Assyrian on the right. And Ha stands for Hana, which means to look. To look. Hana actually means behold. So in our, in the ancient language, if you said behold, matter of fact, it's old Quaker English. They say behold, that means to look at something. And the only reason we reference old Quaker English is because the Hebrew and the Greek was translated to English. All right. So that's the only reason you'll hear us say these things in class. That's old Quaker English for this. That's old Quaker English for that. It's only because the Hebrew and the Greek was translated to the old Quaker English. All right. So Hana means to look. Again, that's the ancient on the left and the Assyrian on the right. All right, we're gonna keep going. Next is the Wa. So Wa, that's your ancient on the left and the Assyrian on the right. That stands for Wa. And as Officer Yagada often says, I ain't got nothing to do with the gas station. That is Wa, which means fish hook. Hook or fish hook. All right. Hook or fish hook. That's Wa. Right. Again, ancient on the left and the Assyrian on the right. Next is the Za. Za, ancient on the left and the Assyrian on the right. And as you can see, that Zah, right, the ancient looks an awful lot like the English letter Z. What you're going to find when you start to do some research and when you come into class, right, and you start to learn, every other nation copies our culture. Mm-hmm. Every other nation copies our culture, learn from our culture, is structured around our culture. And that's the correct way that the world was supposed to be. The only difference is this oppressor or the colonizer is the superpower on the planet, and that's supposed to be us. That was always supposed to be us. That was how the Lord had it set up. The Lord told us that if we follow the law, statutes, and commandments, if we listen to him and follow his law, that we would be on top of every nation on the earth. So the fact that they follow us is correct. The problem is we are not in our proper position, which is why everything is in disarray in the earth. That's why everything from the sea to animals going extinct to ozone layers being destroyed, everything is horrible because this oppressor is in charge and not us. All right. But that Zah is, like I said, it looks an awful lot like the English letter Z. You have the ancient on the left and the Assyrian on the right. All right. That was stolen from our culture. Next is the Ha. Ha. That's the ancient on the left and the Assyrian on the right. And it means Chawama. Oh, Salaki. I didn't even say what the Zah means. Let me go back for a second. The Zah, I think I said what it means. The Zah means Zion. Zion. It means weapon. All right. Next is a Cha, which stands for Chawama'ah. Salaki. Chawama. Chawama, which means wall, partition, fence. All right. And again, this is something that's extremely important. In an agricultural society, it matters where my land ends and yours begins. That way we don't have any confusion about whose harvest this is, whose crops these are. It's very clear as this is mine and this is yours. Not because we're stingy. We are a giving people, and we are supposed to look out for our sisters and brothers. But it clears up any confusion. Confusion is something that plagues our people. Confusion as far as communication. That is a huge thing. When you come into ISUPK, you learn two things off tops. One is to shut your damn mouth. And two, am I wrong? Obviously, y'all can talk. That's the first thing I learned anyway.
That's lesson 101.
101 is to shut your damn mouth. But two is to communicate well. What does that mean? Should you communicate all the time? No, because what you're going to also learn is when to shut up and when to communicate. You're going to learn when to check in. You're going to learn when to speak, when to read. You're going to learn all of that. But it's very, very important because rules and guidelines matters. And that's the basis for the Chawama'ah, right? We have to understand that rules and boundaries matter, and they're very important. Again, especially in an agricultural society. All right. Next is the Ta. All right. Ta, ancient on the left and the Assyrian on the right. And that stands for Tanah or basket. All right. Tanah or basket. One of the things that we have and had as a society was stores, and we had a means of generating our own income. And if you couldn't, then maybe you would work for someone. But we were a self-sustaining society. We did not have to go outside of our society for our communities to thrive, right? And one of those things were stores, tanah, baskets, things of that nature, all right? Let's keep going. Again, that's the ancient on the left and the Assyrian on the right. All right, next is the Yah. Yah, ancient on the left and the Assyrian on the right. Yah stands for hand. Hand is Yad. Yad. We say it all the time. You will hear that word in Salaki, in the Sabbath service or the Ibadah Shabbat. you will hear Yad Yum Matah. You will hear that often, which means hands, because to make masculine words plural is yum. So Yad Yum means hands, and then Matah means down. All right. So you will hear that often. Again, that's the ancient on the left and the Assyrian on the right. Next is the Ka. Ka. That's your ancient on the left and the Assyrian on the right. All right. Ka stands for Kop. Kop, right? Which means palm, like the palm of your hand. All right. And then you have the ancient on the left, the Assyrian on the right. You have the upper right, which is the Ka that you will see when that character appears at the beginning or somewhere in the middle of a word. The lower right is what you see that Ka changes in the Assyrian, and you'll see it differently at the end of a word. All right. You see it differently at the end of a word. All right. Let's keep going. Next is the La. La. Ancient on the left and the Assyrian on the right stands for Lamad, which means learn or staff. And again, you can see that La, the ancient, looks an awful lot like the English word, the English letter L. Again, this is something else that was stolen from our culture. All right. So you have ancient on the left and the Assyrian on the right. Stands for learn or staff. Again, two things that are extremely important to any culture to learn, right? We have to learn, but also for an agricultural society, that staff matter. We had to herd sheep and cattle and all type of animals, and that was very, very important. All right. Next is the Ma. Ma. Ancient on the left, Assyrian on the right. Again, the upper right is what you find at the beginning or the middle of a word. Lower right is what you find at the end of a word. And that Ma stands for Mayum. Mayum, that means water. That means water. You can listen, not just for agricultural societies, right? Not just for agricultural societies, but for any society. You know, the idea that any society, any community, any town, any city is always typically built, at least started, around some kind of water source. That's extremely, extremely important if you want to thrive in any type of community. You need water, right? But especially if you're in an agricultural society. So again, Ma is Mayum, ancient on the left, Assyrian on the right. Again, upper right is what you find at the beginning or the middle of a word. Lower right is what you find at the end of a word. All right. Next is Na, ancient on the left and the Assyrian on the right. All right. Na. Na stands for Nawan or sprout. Sprout. And obviously, again, if you are in an agricultural society, you are planting crops, you are planting seed, you need to know when this seed is starting to come up. It matters when it sprouts, right? Because when it sprouts, I mean, it's taken. Okay, now we can feed it. We're going to eventually harvest it. All of that makes sense, right? So Na, ancient on the left, Assyrian on the right. Upper right is what you find at the beginning or the middle of a word. Again, lower right, the Assyrian changes, and you'll find a different character at the end of a word. All right. Next is Sa. Sa, ancient on the left, Assyrian on the right. Sa stands for Samak. Samak, or to establish. All right. To establish. All right. Again, ancient on the left and the Assyrian on the right. Next is I. I. Ancient on the left, Assyrian on the right. Right. That stands for I or Ayan. Ayan is like your eye, your eyeball, which is why the ancient looks like it looks like a circle, looks like an eyeball. Right. So that's the ancient again on the left, the Assyrian on the right. All right. Next is Pa. And you can see a lot of these are just identifying body parts. Identifying body parts, which also matter. It's just basics. It's basics either for the agricultural piece or it's just basics for identifying parts. You'll see both of those. All right. So your Pa, ancient on the left, Assyrian on the right. Upper right is the beginning or the middle of a word. Lower right is the end of a word. And Pa stands for mouth. Your mouth. All right. Your mouth. Pa. All right. Then you have your Tazah. Tazah, ancient on the left, Assyrian on the right. Lower right, Salaki, upper right is what you find at the beginning or the middle of a word. Lower right is what you see at the end of a word. Same deal, right? Tazah stands for Tazad or side. Your side, all right? Either one. That's your Tazad, all right? Next is your Kwa. Kwa, ancient on the left, Assyrian on the right. Kwa stands for Quam. Quam, which means to rise. I love to say this because it's so true. If you have not been to a Passover, you are going to, and you go to one, you're going to hit Quam Yasha Allah over and over again. Matter of fact, I ain't going there. You're going to hear Quam Yasha Allah over and over again. All right. Quam Yasha Allah. Quam stands for rise. Rise. Rise Israel is what Quam Yasha Allah means. All right. So you're going to get that. So Qua, ancient on the left, Assyrian on the right. All right. Next is your Ra, ancient on the left, Assyrian on the right. That stands for Ra'ash. Ra'ash, which means head. All right. Ra'ash, which means head. Ancient on the left, Assyrian on the right. All right. Next is your Shah. Shah, ancient on the left, Assyrian on the right, and Shah stands for Shan or tooth. Shan or tooth. All right. And then lastly, you have your Tha, ancient on the left and the Assyrian on the right. And Tha stands for Thaw, which means mark. All right. Thaw, which means mark. All right. Most High Christ. All right, let's get the sisters up. And then we are going to get into these question words that we ended with last time I taught. Shalom, Yahweh Shema Alatham B'Hashem Yahweh Shah.
Shalom, Yahweh Shema Alatham B'Hashem Yahweh Shah.
Shalom, Yahweh Shema Alatham B'Hashem Yahweh Shah.
Christ.
What's going on, Aqua?
I'm Tawab. How are you?
I'm Tawab, Aqua.
Oh, Salaki. Mashalamka.
Salam ya Tawab.
Most High Christ. Most High Christ.
That catch up with my daughter.
Shalom. Yahweh Shema Alatham B'Hashem Yahweh Shah. I'll go out the bar.
Shalom. Yahweh Shema Alatham B'Hashem Yahweh Shah.
Shalom.
Most High Christ. Listen, Salaki. Get that sister
mid-stroke.
Now, I'm gonna put you on blast a little bit. Now, I got to put you on the stage. Now, you out here shining.
Looking awfully comfortable. Got the line. Got the aria in the background. You know what I'm saying? Looking comfortable. I want to relax my chair now. I feel like to set my chair back
today.
Say no Africans today.
Say, no what?
No hand mics today.
Damn
no
right.
hand mics today. Absolutely right. Get another hand mic.
Most High Christ. I like that line. Though. That look like a shirt. Aqua Fry. I'm just saying. that look like an old shirt or something back there.
Now, Salakia Aqua off the bar. Can you break down? I mean, we heard you saluting. We heard you pause. We saw the look up, and then we saw, if you could give everybody the understanding as to what they just witnessed, Baba Kusha.
Exactly. What would you like for me to say? Would you like for me to give the salute in?
I want you to break down what you thought specifically about, why, and how you were correct.
So I specifically thought about the multiple Adawans on screen. And typically when we do the salute, we're only saluting one Adawan, but since we have two, you have to conjugate a thun. Instead of saying a thun, you're going to say a thumb because you're saluting men.
Most High Christ, don't give my hand. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Damn right. That deserved to be acknowledged. Excellent job, sis. Excellent job. Aqua Tazarai, Shalom. Yahweh Shemar Al Shem Yahweh Shai.
Shalom, Yahweh Shema, Al-Tham, Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Shalom, Yahweh Shema Al Bashim Yahweh Shai.
Most High in Christ, Most High in Christ. Good to see everybody. Good to see everybody. Listen, we got these applauds in here. Yeah, I'm right. True Qual laughing. Okay, Most High in Christ. All right. What do we get into next? As we always do. Who wants to come before the sisters? All right. Trooper McQuall, you were in the audience, so I'm a focus in on you, brother. I'm focusing on you. For the salute, right? For the salute, if you could, Baba Quashah. He said he was a little behind. No sweat. Ain't no sweat. All right. Let me see. For the salute, brother, can you put in what the salute means? The brother salute. Can you put it in the English? What the salute means, Baba Quashah. All right. While that brother is doing that, any sister want to come off mute and tell me what the sister salute means?
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
The sister salute means Most High watch over you in the name of Yahweh Shah.
Most High
in Christ. Y'all get that sister a hand. Very quick, very clean. She's not playing in here this evening. She came in conjugating. I see. Listen, y'all can't get to reading tonight. Y'all, I don't know how much this review we gonna get through. Obviously, y'all can. I don't know. I think they ready. All right, Salaki, the sister's absolutely correct. All right, we always say shalom before any salute. That just means peace. But when you break down the rest of the salute, the sister's absolutely correct. Let me pull it up in the Assyrian and in the ancient, as we always do. And the reason why we do this, right, is because, again, that's not it. Is because, again, it's important to learn our language. All right. You will hear, brothers, especially if you're in any classes, if you go to, again, any high holy days, the Passover, you will hear brothers saluting extremely quickly, especially when they salute other brothers. It is extremely fast. All right. You will also, as a sister, you will hear brothers saluting sisters extremely quickly. And I remember coming into the truth, and I wanted to do that too. Well, let me give you a word of advice. Matter of fact, Officer Yagada, what's your word of advice for trying to salute very fast?
Not at first. Yeah, don't not at first. I wouldn't worry about that. Say the whole thing. It's better to learn it the correct way before you try to learn any shortcuts. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like you driving home from work or from school. If you try to learn all them shortcuts before you learn the basics on getting home, you got to go northwest, east, south. You mess around and you're gonna get lost very fast. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to say it first. By learning how to say it, it actually makes it saying it shorter easier. Because now you know what you're supposed to be saying. You know what you're abbreviating. You know what you're shortening up. If you don't never learn it the long way, you're doing yourself a disservice just trying to say it the short way. So I would say don't. That's what was told to me. I remember calling Cap like, Slocky, sir. What are y'all saying when are you saying Yashapakta? You know what I'm saying? I never get his response. He was like, no, say the whole salute. You know what I mean? And there's a reason why he said that. Now that I know the salute, now I know what I'm abbreviating. Now I know what I'm saying. So yeah, say the whole. Learn it the correct way. Learn it the correct way. Don't take the shortcut. Learn all of it, and it's gonna make it all make sense later on. That would be my way.
Most High in Christ, the water. And if I could, don't allow somebody saying the salute to you fast to pressure you to then say it fast back.
That's
no.
Right.
You take your time to get the salute right. He's absolutely correct. The water. Trooper Mama Qual, Slaki McQual Ya'ala. You did put the sisters salute in the chat, and the water for that. I was looking for the brother salute, if you could. All right. If you could put the brother salute in there. So what you will see Sister Ryan says like a Tribe Called Quest. You got to say the whole thing. Yeah, right. That's shout out to Boondocks. Yeah, right. Hey, no sweat, brother. No sweat. All right. So what you see on screen is the sisters salute. All right, in the ancient, or it's like in the Assyrian first, and then in the Hebrew, Yahweh, Shamar, Al Atha, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. All right, and what we always try to go through again is the phonetics. Again, we read right to left. All right, so what you see is Yahweh, Shamar, Al Atha, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, from right to left, and then you see what it actually means. Yahweh, watch over you in the name of Yahweh Shai. All right. So excellent job, sister. Excellent job. All right. And hopefully, let me see, we stop this right quick. All right. Hopefully, Trooper McCall Yala will be able to put that in there pretty soon. We'll get a brother a few seconds. Most High in Christ. Damn right. Get that brother a hand. Get that brother a hand. He says, Most High, in the name of Yahweh Shai, bless you. He's absolutely correct. He's absolutely correct. All right. So we're going to bring that up again. Let me see. All right. We're going to bring that up again. You're going to see it in the Assyrian and in the ancient. And then we're going to walk through it just like we did with the sister salute. All right. So it's the Most High, or Yahweh, right? Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Barak Atha, right? Which he's absolutely correct, because it means, again, right to left, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Barak Atha. You see it there. And then in the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, bless you. All right. So again, we always want to make sure we go over that so brothers and sisters know. Take your time, practice it. It does matter. Who wants to come off mute or put it in the chat and tell me what is the what's the caveat to know when you're giving the salute? What's something let me rephrase that. What's something you have to remember when you're giving the salute? There's two different things for brothers or sisters.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Sisters, you wanted to say it, Tazara? You made a face. Go ahead, baby.
Salakia, sisters' heads need to be covered and brothers' heads need to be uncovered.
Most High in Christ. Absolutely correct. Now, what's the follow-up? If you are a sister or a brother and you are not in line with what Princess Tazara said. So if you're a brother and your head is covered, or you're a sister and your head is uncovered, what do we say?
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna jump in. Shalom, Lord in Christ.
Shalom, Lord in Christ. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. I'll give both of them a hand. Excellent job. All right. And these things are very important to know. I know we go over every class, but it's very important to know. It's very important to practice. It's very important to be mindful. All right. I'm gonna give you another example. Right. When scriptures are being read, what is the protocol? Who wants to let me know? Protocol for brothers, protocol for sisters. Go ahead.
When scriptures are being read, the sisters' heads should be covered. Brothers' heads should be uncovered.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Give her a hand as well. These things are basics, but we have to make sure we're going over them because they're very, very important so that we don't go off to the left, go off to the right. Like Captain Natazak Mashah was just talking about the other night. He was just talking about in Wednesday's scripture breakdown class. It's very, very important to maintain and hold on to these basics, or else, who knows what can happen, as we can see with all these fake Israelite groups. All right. All right. So last time when we ended class, what time is it? 8:28. Good night. We're not going to get through much at all. this evening. We gotta get this. We gotta get to read some scripture in a second. All right, Salaki. All right, we're gonna get through these question words. All right, we started them last time I taught. All right, we got who, which is my Yah. What or how, which is ma. When is maf Yah. Salaki and maf Yah. All right. Now make sure you get your notes right. I know it says maf Yah here, and that is not correct. It's maf Yah. All right. Where is Ayah and why is Matawai? All right. Now we were talking about Aqua Tazarai earlier. We want to walk through this. We were talking about Aqua Tazarai earlier when she said, "Ma shalom come adawanyam." All right. So now you can see here, anybody who's not familiar, all right. Whoa, Salaki. We start with Sham. We're gonna get to Shalom. Sham, Salaki, is name. All right. Sham is name. So what is your name? We would say Masham Ka. All right. Ka meaning you or your. Masham Ka, Ma meaning what? Ka meaning your. So Masham Ka is what is your name. All right. Hopefully everybody has the prepositions and the possessive pronouns in their notes, because this pulls from that as well. Ma is the question word. Shamka is the conjugation for the possessive pronoun. All right. So hopefully everybody's pulling that. And then Shamya is also the possessive pronoun. And then you would say your name. So Shamya, Sham meaning name, Ya meaning my. So I would say Shamya Mataza Akwara. Shamya Mataza Akwara, which means my name is Mataza Akwara. The Hebrew language, we do not have a word for is. That is an implied thing. So Shamya, my name, Mataza Akwara. And here's how heavy, right, the truth is. Here's how much you can understand. Our culture and our language is the Bible. The Bible is written to, for, and by Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Written for Black people. That's really how we speak. When Black people speak, we don't use a whole lot of is's. We don't use a whole lot of that. This is my cup. This is my house. This is my computer. That's how we speak. We don't use a whole lot of is. This is my water. That's not how we speak. And that's how the Lashawan Qadash is. That's how the Hebrew language is. So, Shamya Tawab, my name, Mataz Al-Qur'an. That's how that works. All right. So hopefully everybody's understanding that. Like I said, if there's any questions, put them in the chat. We're going to keep going. So now we have peace, which is shalom. Shalom is peace.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, sis.
Quick question. It's a little off topic, but I've been meaning to ask. Why is it that sisters don't have a second name, but brothers do?
That is a very interesting question, sis. I'm not sure that's a sister brother thing, because all brothers don't have two names.
Okay.
Obviously, y'all get dog.
Come.
What's your second name?
I don't have a second name.
See, so that's not necessary.
Yeah, I'm just playing old Yagada. That's it.
So,
I think it just determines of just what your name means. So, and I think it is some sisters that may have more than one, you know what I'm saying, name, just depending on what their name means. Yeah. So I don't think that's a rule or anything, if I'm not mistaken. Trying to think of some sisters with two names. I can't think of any offhand.
I can't either. But again, every brother does not have two names, and every sister, I would imagine, doesn't have one. But to Officer Yagada's point, it's really just a function of you know, what your spirit is, and when the Ottawa names you, just what it means. That's all. Does that kind of make sense? Sis?
Okay.
All right, most high.
Concert.
Excellent question. Most high Christ. That excellent question. Well, I guess you won't try to filibuster too much now. Y'all all right. All right. So shalom again means peace. All right. So how is your peace? This is how we would ask, how are you? Like Sister Tazarah, Princess Tazarah asked earlier, right? So ma shalom ka, ma meaning what or how, shalom meaning peace, ka meaning your. So ma shalom ka is basically our way of saying how are you, right? How you doing? How's your peace, right? And you can say my peace is good, but you would say shalom yah, which is my peace, tawab meaning good, or shalom yah la tawab, right? Shalom yah, my peace is not good, right? There's other ways you can answer it, but this is just basically going through the questions. And again, this is all review. It's all review. So hopefully everybody's putting this in their notes, and we're going to keep going. We're going to get to these scriptures after this. We're going to night. Let's be going. We're going to figure out how to get a little more review. Hold on, my screen. All right, we're going to get some review. Do this review a little quicker, I think, next time. Good night. All right. What is your want? What is your want? All right. Chasar. Chasar means want. All right. So ma chasar ka, right? What? Ma meaning what or how. Chasar meaning want, and then ka meaning your. So if you ask somebody, what do you want? Ma chasar ka. Now this is in reference to food or drink. The answer, the example here, right? So chasar ya lacham. Chasar ya lacham, meaning I want food, or bread is the direct translation for lacham, but it can also mean bread. What else does the word lacham mean? Who can tell me? Not in this context necessarily.
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
Does it mean war?
It does mean to war. Absolutely. Y'all get right hand. Y'all get right hand. That's exactly what it means. All right. And Aqua the Zaraka got it in the chat as well. Salakia, sir. War. Absolutely correct. And what you will find in our language is that oftentimes the words have it may have a noun meaning, it may have a verb meaning. Not every word, but oftentimes. All right. True Maqualia Alice says, I need to ask this to my rib because she keeps calling me. What do you want? Absolutely. Yeah, that's what you need to say. That's what you need to say. When she call you, say Machasarka. Machasarka. Let her deal with that. Most high Christ. Absolutely correct. And you know what? Get that brother a hand. Get that brother a hand. Because this is the type of thing that we talk about often. This type of thing we talk about often. Trying to immerse ourselves in the language. We don't have the benefit in living in a society, in a community, in a kingdom, that this language is spoken often. But guess what? Neither does Asians and East Indians and any other nation, Italians and Germans, and they all maintain. They all have, they manage to maintain their language. Chinese, it all happens, right? And this is why it's important for us to use our language with each other as much as we possibly can. It's not always easy because most of us came up, in this kingdom. We didn't come from, we didn't come from the East, Middle East, where we were speaking this language and we could just bring it over. Why? Because we're in captivity. So we have to learn it and make it part of our daily communication. And this type of thing is something very, very simple, but it can work to just make it part of your communication. So Most High in Christ, brother, that's an excellent example. All right. So Lacham can mean, again, bread or war. All right. And if you wanted to say my I want something to drink, chasarya mayam. All right. Just like we just went over, mayam is water. Chasarya means my want. All right. And then you have my Shabbat ka. My Shabbat ka. Right. Which Shabbat is tribe. So you got Ma, which is how or what. Shabbat, tribe, Ka, yours. So what is your tribe? And obviously you can see on the right hand side of the screen, you have the different tribes, both in the English and phonetically in the Hebrew. All right. So for me, if somebody said to me my Shabbat Ka, I would say Shabbat Yahawada. Right, which means my tribe is Judah. All right. So you can see that. You can see all the tribes there. Move that mouse. You can see all the tribes there. I'm going to leave it up there for a couple seconds to see if anybody, just to make sure everybody's able to take notes, so on and so forth. Now, after this, it is 8:40. We got to get into some scripture. I had several things we were going to review before we got here. But again, what we have said, the reality is this class in Virginia is that we've covered a ton of information. All right, over a period of time, we've covered a ton of information. So we're going to continue to review the information we've covered because it's extremely important for brothers to get in their notes, sisters to get in their notes, sisters and brothers to check their notes, right? Because again, I'm gonna say it. Once we go through this review, we're going to step on the gas a little bit. We're going to step on the gas. Myself, Officer Yagadar, we're going to step on the gas a little bit. So make sure everything, this is a chance to make sure everything is tight, buttoned up. And then when we start, Most High in Christ. Most High in Christ. Excellent job. True McCall Ya'ala put in the chat, Shabbat Yahawada. Most High in Christ. That is absolutely correct. He says his tribe is Judah. Yeah, I'm right. Yeah, I'm right. So yeah, make sure this is the time to get everything right because when we push, like I said, when we step on the gas, we're gonna expect some brothers and sisters to be ready, whether it be in the chat or whether it be on stage. And again, I can't say it enough. Probably won't say it enough. I'm just gonna keep saying it. Being in the chat is too wild. Being on stage is better. All right. All right, we're gonna bring this down. All right, who ready to read some scripture? Oh, maybe nobody. I don't know. Maybe nobody.
Salaka, we ready?
Oh, okay. Okay. I don't see nobody grabbing scriptures and putting in the chat.
Yeah, last time, you know what I'm saying? Sure.
Yeah.
Salaka,
I wasn't sure. Salaki, go ahead.
I'll take 10.
Uh-oh. All right. Let's see how many we get through. Let me see. We're going to start at Leviticus 27 and 10. 27 and 10.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'll take 11.
All right. All right. I'm not going to assume.
I'll take 12.
Salaki, you take 12. What's I crack? Let me move my. I wasn't going to assume that, because I know the last couple of weeks y'all been like, I'll take 10 and 11.
Yeah,
I'll take 13 and 15. And then they got about to get, folks got to fight over the ones in the middle. I know,
Salaka said, that's why I spoke up first, so I could set a small standard and we work our way in the same order.
You want to make sure it didn't go too far. You want to make sure y'all reined it in. Okay, no sweat. The sister said I named one on purpose. I got you. All right. Let's put up Leviticus 27 and 10 again. We use typically for class, we use the Blue Letter Bible. Everybody should have that. Everybody should practice with that. All right. Everybody should practice with that as we go into the interlinear, and then we go into the forward inline. All right. That is an excellent place to start. But as we always say, you want to make, you want to work with the forward inline and get yourself to the point where you can just, where you don't need the forward inline and you can read the interlinear. These sisters do an excellent job because they have been practicing, for a period of time. So they're to the point where they don't need to, but we still pull it up like this for anybody else, to practice and understand that this is an excellent way to do it. All right. With that being said, Aqua, whenever you are ready.
Salakia, sir. La'a Yakal Nawa.
Say it one more. You're right. I want you to blend it a little bit better for me. But you said everything correctly. Just flow a little bit better.
Yakal Nawa.
Call Yap now. All right. Yep.
Wala'a Yamyar Athwa Tawab Bar'ai. Is that Awa?
Awa. Mm-hmm.
Ra'ai Batawab.
Rai.
Oh, that is Rai.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Rai Batawab Hamar Yamyar Baham Hamha Baham Salakia, sir.
Bahama.
Highlight that for me again. Bahama. What we doing with that last ha? We just dropping that?
We're dropping that. So if that was not there, right? If that last ha was not there, how would you pronounce it?
Bahama.
La'a.
Salakia,
think
sir.
about
Baham.
Exactly. That's how you would pronounce it if it wasn't there. So because it's there, it's going to be Bahama.
So Bahama.
Mm-hmm. And here's why. Because I think I get where you're going, right? If the root word is Bahama. If the root word was Baham, and then that was a possessive pronoun, it would be Baham. It would be Bahamha. But the root word is Bahama, and so it blends. Does that kind of make sense?
Con, sir. Con. Mm-hmm. Bahama.
Excellent.
Bahaya. Hawa'a.
So that one. Wait a minute.
Wahaya.
Okay, Salakia. Wahaya, correct.
Wa'aha.
Mm-hmm. What? Wait a minute. Hawa'a.
Oh, sorry. What up? Okay, yeah. How? I said it the first time, but you made me go back. And you threw me off.
No, sorry.
Hawa'a.
All right.
Okay, here we go. Okay, my root word is long as all get out also. So, thumb, Warathwa.
Excellent. Give her a hand for that one just right there.
All right, I'm going to start going out. Tawada. Yahaya.
Yahaya. Yes, you're correct. You're correct. Qadash. Most High Christ. I'll give her an excellent job.
Most High Christ.
All right. Uh-oh, wait a minute.
I heard a beep.
I thought I heard a beep too.
Most
High Christ. Shalom. Y'all Shemar Shem Yahushua.
Shalom Yahweh Shemar Bashim Yashai, sir.
Shalom. Y'all Shemar Shalom. Time no see.
This is Lakia. I've been joining my Ottoman class for a couple days, sir.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
As you should. No sweat at all. So it's good to see you.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
All right. Leviticus 27:10 in the English says, he shall not alter it nor change it, a good for a bad or a bad for a good. And if he shall at all change beast for beast, then it and the exchange thereof shall be holy. All right. All right. Who had verse 11? Salaki, was that Aqua Tazarai? I'm getting some head nods. Most High Christ. All right. Let's get to it. Get to it. All right. Whenever you're ready.
Wam.
Wa'am.
Wam.
All right.
Ka.
Mm-hmm.
Bahama.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Tam. Aha.
Tama'aha. All right.
Ashar.
Mm-hmm.
La'a.
Mm-hmm.
Yaquara. Yabwa.
Correct. Yaquara Yabwa.
Manaha.
Mama. Let me see. It would be Mama Naha. No, Mama Na.
Mama Naha.
All right.
Qua Raban. Qua Raban.
You said it right, Quaraban.
La Ya Awa.
La Yahawa. All right.
Waha I'm Yad.
Yad. All right.
Af.
Mm-hmm.
Haba Ha.
Bahamaha. Let me see. Ha Bahama.
Habahama.
All right.
La Panya.
La Panya. Uh-huh.
Ha Kahan.
Hakahan. Excellent. Excellent. Let's see. Uh-oh. Jump forward. Excellent job. Excellent job. I'll give her a hand. All the way back. Good night. All right. Leviticus 27 and 11 in the English. And if it be any unclean beast of which they do not offer a sacrifice unto the Most High, then he shall present the beast before the priest. All right. Let's see. Verse 12. Aqua off the bar. I believe you had that one.
Cancer.
Most High in Christ. Whenever you ready, sis.
Okay. Waha Rayak.
All right.
Oh, that was right.
Mm-hmm. Salaki, say it again. Now you got me questioning. Say it one more time. No. Say it again.
Told on herself. She got to wait. Told on herself.
Say it one more time. Salaki, let me make sure I heard everything correct.
Rayak.
All right, yeah, excellent. You did excellent. That's correct.
Hakahan.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. Asa.
Aha.
Aha. Slovakia.
Aha.
Aha.
There you go.
Bayan.
Mm-hmm.
Tawab.
Mm-hmm.
Wabayan.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Ra'ai.
Just rye. I want you to flow with that one, all right?
Rye.
Mm-hmm.
Ka'iraka.
Say it one more time.
Ka'iraka.
All right, I'll take it. Yep, that's fine.
Hakahan.
Hakahan.
Khan.
Mm-hmm.
Yahaya.
Yahaya. Excellent. Excellent job. Y'all give her a hand. Damn right. Let's see. Let me get my mouse back up. And in the English, it says, Leviticus 27:12 says, and the priest shall value it, whether it be good or bad, as thou valuest it, who art the priest, so shall it be. Most High in Christ. Let's see. Aqua Pie, you want the next verse?
Okay. Cover sir.
Most High in Christ. You don't have to, sis, but I didn't want to take the opportunity.
Come, sir. I'll take it, sir.
All right, Most High in Christ. Let me get to the full end line. This is Leviticus 27:13. Y'all give her a hand. She came in and she said, you know what? I'm still going to read the scripture. Damn right. Whenever you're ready, sis.
Salakia. All right, let me take my time, sir, because I'm doing two things at one time. I'm on my all-in-one class and I'm on this class at the same time.
Well, Salaki, it's okay. Go on and focus on your all-in-one class. I ain't no sweat, sis. I don't want to put too much on.
Why?
Okay.
I am.
Well, all right.
Salakia. God. 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 All.
Gaal, yeah.
Gaal.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Why? Bob, no, you be quiet, please. You're not even studying the Hebrew. Why? Let me say Salakia. Why? Why? Shut up. No.
He all right. He all right.
Why? That one is hard to pronounce, sir.
You just said it. Salakia, you just said it.
Why? Oh, the last word.
Yep, you just said it before.
Yeah. So it's Yah. You gonna start with a Yah.
Yah. Gaal.
Yep.
Gaal.
And then Nah.
Gaal. I keep pronouncing the extra word. So I can.
Right. So it's Yah Gaal Nah.
Yah. Gaal.
Gaal.
Yeah. Gaal.
Nah.
Nah.
Excellent. All right, let's keep going.
Why? Why Alasap?
Why you stop? All right.
Yeah. No. Hi. I'm shaking, sir.
It's all right. Okay, calm down. Calm down. It's okay. We're gonna take our time. Ain't no sweat.
No.
I'm gonna help you out on this one. So this is it says the fifth part thereof. So the root word is kamayash, right? So it's kamayash. I'm having a problem with it. Good night.
Kamiyashathwa.
There you go. Thawada. Kamyash. I still can't get it. Say it one more time, Baba.
Kamiyashathwa.
Kamyashathwa.
Yashua.
Kamyashathwa. There we go.
There you go.
All right.
I'll.
Exactly.
There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head. Tithes, which is commandment, Numbers chapter 18, verse 21. Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 to 10.
But I cannot concentrate. You play with your toys.
10% of everything.
It's all right. It's all right. So this one is going to be a little tricky because you got the root word is Iraq, and then you got an additional ka. So how you're going to pronounce it is just Iraq ka.
Iraq ka.
There you go. There you go. Excellent job. All right. And in the English. Leviticus 27:13, it says, but if he will at all redeem it, then he shall add a 5th part thereof unto thy estimation. All right. Excellent job. Excellent job. Excellent job. Excellent job. Yeah, right. Most High in Christ. Stop that. Everybody did an excellent job as usual. All right. All right. So as y'all can see again, we're going over a lot of review. We're doing a lot of review. We're still getting to the scriptures for the Avodah Shabbat, but we're doing a fair amount of review. And again, I cannot say it enough. I want everybody to try to make sure you're double checking and triple checking your notes, making sure you're getting your notes right if you don't have them. If we're going too fast at all, myself or Officer Yagadar through this stuff, then say something so we can slow down so you can get it in your notes. All right. It's going to be very, very important. All of this stuff we're going to start putting it together. We were doing it at a time. We decided, you know what, let's step back as more brothers and sisters come in, but we're going to start putting it together again. Have to start flipping through, and we're gonna start giving sentences and phrases up front that you got to work through while we're going through the character. We're gonna get back to it, all right? But we want to make sure everybody's kind of on, kind of a level set before we get back into it. So make sure all your notes are right, and make sure you're here in class, participating and practicing, because we're gonna turn it up in a very short period of time. That being said, Akwath Ra'aya, how you feeling?
I'm Tawab, sir. This was great class. Good review.
Most High in Christ.
Water to the teachers.
Most High in Christ. Y'all give Akwath Ra'aya a hand. She made sure we ain't go over tenses tonight.
Hold on.
All right, I'll go off the bar. How you feeling, sis?
I am Tawab, sir. Just a little bit of information. Proud Mama Bird moment. My baby is in San Antonio rocking it out. She's at a conference. She been working on her research paper all summer, and she got to present it today.
Most High in Christ. Most High in Christ. Excellent job. If I could, what is the research paper on?
I was just about to ask.
She did a genetic reconstruction of a turkey, the turkey DNA, to make healthier, more leaner turkeys. Yes.
Okay, Most High in Christ.
Listen, y'all stop playing. That is absolutely excellent. That is absolutely excellent. If anybody has not been in class long enough for us to go over the things that sisters have contributed, not only to our community, but to this damn kingdom. If anybody has seen Hidden Figures, y'all know that this colonizer, the oppressor, would have not been able to do the things that he has been able to do in space, the fiber optic cables, internet. There's so much that sisters have, provided with their ability, and to hear that young sister is doing something in genetics is absolutely excellent.
Yeah, that's
right?
amazing.
So Most High in Christ for that. That is absolutely awesome. So Salaki, obviously, y'all can go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say that's amazing. And again, as much as they lie and try to make it seem like they don't need us, and they try to downgrade us and talk bad about us, like you said with them sisters, they didn't go get no Asians to go to the moon. You know what I'm saying? They didn't get no Asians. They got some sisters. They didn't get, you know what I'm saying, the Germans as far as, you know what I mean, the internet and the cable, the fiber optic cables. That was a sister that did that. You know what I mean? The only thing that this oppressor is good at is killing people and unaliving. That's their specialty. That's their blessing. That's the only thing that they're good at. Everything else they steal and just put their name on it. You know what I mean? So that's remarkable what the sister is doing. This is my first time ever hearing you talk about your daughter. So that's remarkable that she's able to do that. And you see tons of example. They always highlight the negative parts of us, the bad things about us, and we don't hear about that. That's one thing I love about the UPK. That we get to hear, we get to hear and see the other side of it. And I think that's so important. So again, congratulations. You tell her we said congratulations. We are proud of her. And Most High in Christ, and congratulations to you as well. You know what I'm saying?
Damn right. Excellent. Aqua Tazarad, how you feeling?
I'm Joab. Officer Yagadar, can I tell you a funny story?
What you get? You know, I like funny stories.
I was in my sports medicine class, and I sneezed. Someone said, "Bless you." I said, "Salakia." They all got confused and thought I said a bad word.
What they think you said? Salakia don't even sound like no bad word.
I'm not sure, but they all started whispering like, "What did she just say? Did she? What just happened?" I was like, I didn't say a bad word. I said Salakia, which is Hebrew for forgive me. They all got confused.
Most High in Christ. Them devils always trying to make something sound bad when they don't understand. That's what they do.
Exactly. You know, Salakia, it don't take much.
Nah, it don't take much at all. You know what I'm saying? Don't take much at all. But that's Most High in Christ. Most High in Christ.
Excellent job. Aqua Tharapa, how you feeling? I know you just getting in here. I know you was in your Ottawa class. Good to see you again.
See you in a minute.
I've been on this class for like I missed like 2 classes, sir. But I definitely I had to join my Ottawa class tonight, sir. I'm so wow. I know I forgot I came on early.
Nah, there ain't no sweat. We completely understand. And this is another good example of this sister. The Lashawan Qadash class goes on all throughout the nation every Friday. And this sister does, listen, she was in 2 classes. Her Ottawa teaches 1, but she gives Virginia a whole lot of love, and we appreciate it. You ain't been here in a couple weeks, but that's all right. Since we miss you, we glad to see you again. Damn right. All right, we're gonna get y'all down off the stage. Salaki, obviously, Yagadar, you got the announcements from me, Baba Kusha?
I sure do. I can do that.
If not, I can. Ain't no sweat if you need me to get them.
Oh no. So I can. It's not gonna take me long to pull them up. They right here.
All right, move to that question.
Got them right here. These are the announcements. We are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, out of Harlem, New York, under commanding John Yohana. Rule for new brother or sister. When the new brother or sister come into the school, they're off limits for a year. They are to be saluted only. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. They are here to share themselves of the world. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6-month period in which a brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, they will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment found in Numbers chapter 18, verse 21, and Malachi chapter 3, verses 8 through 10, means 10th in the Hebrew, my Ishura, 10% of every penny of any increase the Most High give you, you want to give to the Treasury Department or the teacher. Pay your tithes. We can't stress that enough. As this empire crumbles, it's going to become more and more imperative that you pay your tithes to the right place. And that's here in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, so that we can continue doing the work of the Lord and take care of the people. There's also a free will offering for the priests. It's not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations, December 14th is going to be Hanukkah. That's going to last for 8 days. Y'all stay tuned. Pretty sure we're going to be having something going on at the school. If you're at the school, check out that bulletin board for any announcements. If you're not at the school, you can always call the number 757-550-1204 to find out about any events that we have going on. If a brother wants to be a trooper, officer, whatever it may be, the way that you start is by wearing all black boots, shirts, headbands, war scarf. Come to class ready to go. Of sisters, y'all can't be troopers, but you definitely can be a part of this school. There's nothing wrong with observing, but this Bible says the kingdom isn't won by observation. Get in here and get in this work. Zephaniah 2:1 tells us to gather ourselves together, O nation not desired. And Trump is making sure he letting you know who's desired here and who isn't. Who's desired and who isn't. You know what I'm saying? And with that, give a courtesy salute to the highest ranking man in the room, to Barack Yahbashim Yashabrakatah.
Yahbashim Yashabrakatah.
All right, and then we're gonna give a courtesy salute to all these sisters that came to class. You know what I'm saying? Barack Yahweh Shema, our son, Shem Yahweh Shah. With that, Yaji Matah, pass it back to you, Adawan. I did want to say one thing. Again, I don't know if y'all seen it. Now the swastika and the noose are no longer considered hate symbols. They changed that in the U.S. Coast Guard. So I mean, they're making it very, very clear, very, very clear what team they're on. It would behoove you to get on your team. You know what I'm saying? Start looking at the playbook. Start looking at the playbook. Realize what team you're on. I mean, I don't know what else it's going to take, but I just want to throw that out there. I know I'm in Virginia. It's a lot of military there. And they're making it known in that military who they want in there. They want an all-white military. You know what I mean? Buzz Lightyear looking. You know what I'm saying? Type military. And if you don't fit the quote, they want you up out of there. Hey, and take heed. This is your chance. Take heed. Get your chance. Don't re-up. They put you out. Good. No sweat. You know. But I just wanted to throw that out the other one. I pass it back to you. The wild other one.
Most High in Christ, if I could, I hadn't even heard that one yet. So for you,
yep,
they have officially said that they're not hate symbols.
Yep, and starting with the U.S. Coast Guard, it said there are no longer hate incidents. So when they have incidents now with nooses and swastikas, that's not going to be considered. You know what I'm saying? A hate incident. They're not considered hate symbols anymore. Yep.
And so here's what's heavy about it. We're gonna end it here. Here's if you think about things, right? Guess who considers the swastika a hate symbol today?
Mm-hmm.
Germany.
That's right.
And you know why? Germany considers it a hate symbol because that's a Jewish Israeli. And they consider it a hate crime, or a hate symbol, and that, to Officer Yagadar's point, that lets you know where America positions itself with these things. Because if they were sincere about, we're a post-racist community or society and all that, if they were sincere about it, then they would understand the wickedness of those symbols. But they don't care because we are not Americans. They don't consider us Americans. They don't want us to be citizens. That's why the whole birthright citizenship, all of these things are coming back up.
Yep.
Because they absolutely despise Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. And it's biblical, and it's something that Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans need to be aware of so that we can properly shield ourselves from this oppressor who wants nothing more than to destroy us. The Most High is our power. The laws, statutes, and commandments are our protection. And until we figure it out, they're going to continue to oppress us. Until we figure it out and come back to the laws, statutes, and commandments and the protection of the Most High, our people will continue to be destroyed. But when we do, we're going to see We're going to see them get paid for everything that they have done to our people. And with that, I'm going to give a courtesy salute again to the brothers. Shalom, Yahweh, Shema, Shema, Shema. To the sisters, Shalom, Yahweh, Shema, Shema. Most High in Christ. And with that, Shalom, Israel.
Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The ISUPK, under Commanding General Yahana, presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026, in Houston, Texas. All Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person, ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General Yahana. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.